Right, welcome back to Denny's Car Adventures. So, still working on the Astra. I mean, this video's mainly on that, but I've put it on its ass right now. So, I know I've wound these a little bit too far, but definitely in line. Like, there's no timing issue on this. Well, from the cam gears, what I am now currently doing is I'm about to take that bad boy off to see whether or not it's lined up behind it. I don't really understand why any time issues would be for this pulley, but you know, you can't knock anything out. There could be some stupid issue, but I'm about to go sort this out. If I can set you up somewhere, I will, but I'm not going to make any promises, because I would actually like it so everyone can see more of what I'm doing, because it would be a lot cooler. Well, I ended it just then because I'm a melt. Let me talk about what I'm about to do. So this, that pulley up there, I'm gonna loosen that up so I can take the belt off a bit. Take all four of these off, pull this bad boy off, and then you can see whether or not it's been lining up behind it, and then I'll try and put it back on, because this car's just not answering any questions. Just seems like everything I keep trying, it's not a problem. So I get more and more confused. I've just got this bad boy off. Wasn't as hard, well, it should have been hard anyway. Belt's hanging, but we can quite clearly see from that it should be the same. Yeah, so it would have been if it was past anyway, because of them two. So it's slightly past. That one's a bit of a tricky one, you know. Bit of a tricky one. This has kind of annoyed me because I was hoping that was going to be out of line. I was hoping the cam gears were going to be out of line, something. So we were just like, oh, you know, that's the issue. Now that the cam gears line up, the pulley lines up, well, the crank, it puts more questions on what's gone wrong, because I've done loads of things to this that could have been the issue. This is the last thing that made sense to me. So unless there's a further issue when it comes down to, I don't know, like a piston ring, the rods, something like that, I'm stuck for, because I can't check it at the moment. So yeah, that's put a spanner in the works really. I'm now baffled, but now that the belt's come further down, it's come off another pulley. That's gonna be fun. I'm recording later on because I got annoyed with one of the bolts because my socket had chewed itself and I didn't notice, and the bolt wasn't coming out. But gearbox has been dropped. You can slightly see the clutch there. If we go under, no slave cylinder is on. You can't really tell because I can't see the other side. But new one's on. This is going back up. It's not going back up now because it's raining. I'm about to go in and go watch the footy. I'm praying nothing goes wrong. I can put it all back together, bleed it, and then just call it a day. I'm bored. I'm bored of this. I want to move on to a new car. I want a Civic. I want a Civic as the next one. That's what I want. It better come. Well, this better hurry up and go so I can do it. Right, back onto this. Plan is, because the clutch is still down there because I haven't had time, it's been crappy weather. Clean it, seal it, lift it, bolt it, bleed it, then bleed that. That's the plan. Right. So I don't really know how much you're going to be able to see this, but I've sealed the gearbox. I'm now looking at lifting it. I've just got to look out for down there. It will latch onto the subframe with one of the bolts, and we don't obviously want that. So it might be a case of constantly going back and forth underneath the gearbox, but I'm hoping that I can manoeuvre it with the chain really. So it's getting stuck there already. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get under. We're just gonna try and dislodge it a little bit, which that should have done. So it might even be a case of just twisting it a tiny bit, like a tiny bit. Just so it doesn't get stuck. It's a bit of a tricky one, to be honest with you. So it might be a case of doing that. Yeah, there we go. Right, no, it's just getting stuck again. It's quite hard to be able to manoeuvre it. What's she getting stuck on then? She's getting stuck on something. Ooh, this is the part that I don't like, which was putting the gearbox back on, because it's a huge pain. It's not the easiest of jobs, I'm gonna be honest. Well, it might be if you're qualified, but it's not if it's not the easiest if you're not qualified. And I'm not qualified. I mean, I'm qualified. I know exactly what I'm doing. Right, so we just want that lying up there. Might be ideal for me to stick a bolt in that really. But, if I can, that will then. Well, hopefully it will anyway. It will sort that right out, which is. I've dropped something. Something's fallen. Something that probably shouldn't have fallen has fallen. Right, give me that. That'll be 14. Double check. Nope, it's a 13, but it might still fit. It fits, I believe. Right, you're falling off my head. I tried recording it, but it didn't really go too well. Tripod was in my way, and the head thing kept falling off. So, I didn't record it, but most of the bolts are back in. There's a couple that aren't, but I've just done the two top. I'm gonna lift this up, so if it's on the mount points, if it's on there, then I'm going back underneath, because then I've got to bolt up the starter motor, which I found easier when I was underneath the car, which seems a bit stupid because it's tight as anything up there under there, but that's what I'm gonna do. I've come up with three of these bad boys. Like, two of these are for starter motor, but I'll have to figure out what that one's for. But I think I've got about 3 bolts to put on underneath. Then it's fully bolted up, and there should be no issues. But I'll figure that out once I've lifted this up. Okay, it's a bit boring constantly seeing this view every time. But one of those long bolts that I was saying, I ain't got a clue what it's for and all that. It turns out, when I sit there and go, it looks like the same as the starter motor bolts. So you should have clicked and gone, oh, maybe it is for a starter motor. Because it turns out it was going on the opposite side of the gearbox rather than them two down there. But I've just connected the clutch line, gonna bleed it. Still missing a couple of bolts, so I'm not gonna put gearbox oil in, and I'm not gonna put everything back together. until I've got those bolts. So I'm going to go bleed this. This isn't entertaining at all. It's boring as hell to watch. So I'm just going to skip through this and get this done. Well, welcome back. So hopefully the final of this goddamn car. You might be like, oh, why are we inside the car? Why am I looking underneath? Right. I've got to take these off because the reason why things aren't working is because I've broken one of the ends of these right by the gearbox. So I've got to take all this out. Got to get, I mean, you're not going to see really, but underneath there is a metal bracket and I need to get that out. And I've got to take everything apart. So then I'm going to mess about with this and I'll come back to you when hopefully I've done it. Okay, we're back. Both of these are off, they're loose. Pulled them out of their little sockets. Bish bash bosh. Now I've got to go underneath because the bracket. So this is what we're dealing with this underneath that lovely little airbox over there. We've got to go underneath because we've got to take out both of these bolts. And then, I mean, I've seen a video, they say that airbox, if I can zoom in, that little bugger, gets in the way. So what I'm thinking about doing is trimming down these and then just pretty much like hammering it out in, you know what it is, just to get it done, because otherwise I've got to take this whole dashboard out, and I'm not willing to do that because I can't be bothered. So it is what it is. Right, under the car, got rid of the heat shield. I'm laying on my back, I'm upside down right now. We're finally at the cables, bolts are all off. We're going to try and grind them studs off if we can, because then what that'll do is when we're up in the car, it'll help us out a lot more with taking the metal plate out. If I can show you up in here, I don't know whether I'm doing a good job, but all the cables are undone, everything's ready to go. It's just grinding these off now and then going into the car. So I'll come back again once this is done because this is going to be a boring job. Great news, it's out. There's the plate. That's kind of a nightmare. I tried grinding the thing down, but oh no, that's not even the one. That one. Not my grinder, I can't even remember what it's called. Jesus Christ. Dremel, that's one. It's shit, so that hasn't gone down well. But it come to cutting all of them out. So I'm going to try and figure out a new way to put them all back in, which will hopefully be a lot easier. We're finally back after probably about 2 hours worth of trying to get this in. The new cables are in. You're going to have to trust me underneath because I'm not going under there again. But it's just literally hooking these cables up now. And then happy days. Then hopefully this car's bloody done. What I was going to record was me actually putting these back in properly. So I'll come from this angle. And you'll see, obviously it sits in here, and you'll see them little teeth. So all you're going to have to do is this part here. Well, I can get my fingers out. I can't. Let's see if I can get it from this angle. Is you just pull it, and if you see, if I can't get me focus on it, but well, you can sort of see it brings the teeth back, so you can push it in, and then that's just how you take it out as well. You just pull that back, and then you can pull it out. Otherwise, you might end up breaking something. Right. So I've just folded them back down there, and I had a problem. Well, I could have had a problem. These, move that out of the way. Oh, you can't really see from there either. But they're both that circle thing. While the original set, one was a rubber, one was a plastic bushing. Luckily, because I've still got the old set, I can quickly have a look because I know which the rubber one's for so I can sit there and organise things and know which one's for which. But I'm pretty sure this one goes at the top, the one with the white is at the top, and the other one is for the bottom end of the bracket. That is right there. So I'm going to go sort that out now. So we've got everything connected. The only issue I've got is, I've taken out the seat just to be able to do this. When you put it into fifth, it pings straight in back as if it's in third. The only issues that I can think of it being is with something to do with this, either the ball or that. And the only two that I can think of. But then, because now it's in fifth, you drop it out. Oh, okay then. It's made me off a little bit here. Doesn't normally let you put it in third. Okay, now it's just mugged me off a bit now. Right, well, it wasn't. It was getting jammed. It was basically doing that. It wasn't letting me do it. So I've got to figure out this now. But I don't. There we go. So it's a bit of an odd one, really. Well, now after I've actually been able to give this car a test run, I've been driving it for the last couple of days. Just got the tracking and that sorted out, and I've done that. I'm actually slightly annoyed, but in a good way, because this drives better than the Fiesta that I'm actually driving, because we got that as a daily because this wasn't obviously done, and this drives better and it feels nicer to drive than the 2014 Fiesta does, which seems like it sounds mental, and I feel like I'm going mental for it, but this actually drives insanely good now. I'm kind of gutted, to be honest with you, because I wanted to sell this thing. This is meant to be going up for sale, and I'm kind of in two minds now to go, do I do it, do I not? So yeah. Well, anyway, cheers for if anybody has watched every single episode, thanks for that. It's been a journey, to say the least. It's been annoying, very frustrating, but it's one of them that once you've done it, you feel so good about it. The amount of times that I had people that were previous mechanics or current mechanics sitting there going, oh, you can't do it, you can't change a gear, your clutch on your driveway. This is proof that you can. As long as you're willing to sit there and spend ages doing it, you could do it. I mean, it turns out it is hard, but it's not as hard as people make it out to be. And if you're not willing to throw yourself in the deep end, you're never going to learn. You're never going to know how to do things. And just follow shit. And if you haven't watched all the episodes, watch them, because it's been annoying, but it's been fun. And I've ruined a bunch of clothing. That's another one that's a bit annoying, but it's all worth it. And we've done the calculations in it, parts in that, the tyres, getting them fitted, MOT, the tracking and wheel alignment. We've estimated to be about 700 deep in that car, and we're looking to sell it for at least 500 quid's profit minimum. So in that case, again, cheers for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Give all of this a like. jump on the previous ones, watch them, like them. I know the first two are a bit dodgy because they're filmed wrong. I didn't take the lock thing off my phone, so it's been recorded in portrait, I think. I'm gonna say portrait, I'm not too sure. But again, cheers for watching. There's gonna be a lot more videos because that other Fiesta needs a new suspension kit, needs a new back box and a couple other things. So there is going to be next videos. There is going to be more car shows. It's been a bit annoying. Been wanting to go to some, haven't been able to. Bish bash bosh. It is what it is. Was open to go to a lot, but there's going to be more, and I'm going to try and get myself out to them. But again, cheers for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Ooh.